Hi guys, it's Hannah here, and this is HF Budgets. Welcome to May week 3 budget with me. This week we are budgeting $310, so let's go ahead and get started. So this week, similar to last week, we are not stuffing my wallet. I'm actually pre-filming this. I'm currently on vacation in Europe, which is very exciting. So we don't need to stuff my wallet, so we're just going to be stuffing our binders. And let's kick it off. So we have $310. Let's go ahead and start with our, oh, I realized I wrote green on here twice. Yellow, we're gonna start with our yellow binder. And I didn't need to close that, which is our savings challenge binder. We are not stuffing our bookish savings challenge because that gets stuffed with our wallet. So we'll jump right in with our savings with friends challenge book by Budget with Amanda. I did get this over on Etsy, and we are currently working on our Inside Out Memory Save 48 and Moana Save 98. So we're doing a scratch off ended memory. So last week we scratched off a number 4. So we'll do 4 and then we'll do one of the memories for 3. So in total we'll be stuffing $7 into this challenge this week. So $7. Let's see what we can put into here first. All right, we have an empty envelope. This will start back up once I am back. It's going to be another travel savings challenge. And we will jump into our Pizza Fridays. And we are working on this next column here. And we are going to go ahead, since we have a little more to work with this week, we're going to go ahead and knock out the biggest number in this column, which is 29. So we'll go ahead and put $29 in our Pizza Fridays. This is going towards my emergency fund, so that is great. We can add the 29. Oops. So we have 7 plus 29, which 9 gets stuck. All right, next we have this Bloom into Savings by the Darling Dollars over on Kofi. And this is going to be going towards an extra car payment, an extra debt payment. And I think this week we're going to do a number 8 and a number 9 to knock out some of these big numbers for $17. Okay, we are working on 2 year-long challenges. The first is by Buttercup Budgets over on Kofi, and we are going to finish off this May challenge with $9. We're going to do the last 3 butterflies on here. And so we will stuff $9 into Buttercup Budgets. And then that means next week we get to kick off June. Same with Budget with Amanda. This is the second year-long challenge that we're doing, and we're going to close it out with $4, the 2 and then the 2 ones left. Both of those again got on Kofi as free downloads. No F1 this past weekend, so nothing to stuff in our F1 savings challenge, but we do get to jump into our Color and Save by Budget with Carly. And this week we're going to finish out the 3s and do $3, $6, and $9 to finish out the mug. So nothing in F1, and then $9 in our Color and Save. And then we have $15. Let's go into Inside Out. I do like to land on either 5 or a 5 or a 0. So I do want to knock out this $20 space, or sorry, $12 space. So we can do that. And I don't see any 3s. So we'll do the 12 and the 8 for 20. I missed that $12 space last week and crossed off 2 numbers, which is fine. But I was bummed that I missed it. So we'll do Embarrassment, and then what else do we have here? I can't remember what that emotion is called. But we will knock both of those off next week. This week. Wow. All right. Moving on. So I'm going to zero out. We're going to put the 310 that we have to budget, subtract the 95. So we have $215 to work with. I'm going to put $50 into travel this week, and this is going to go into trip miscellaneous because we are trying to build up for our second local trip, which is going to be to Vegas at the end of July. So we are stuffing for that. And let's get that off the calculator. Okay, so we have 165 that's going into our binders. Let's kick off in our brown binder today. Personal health this week is going to be getting $5. We're gonna keep, doesn't really need more than that. Household is also going to get $5. Is 55, yeah. $5 into household. Skincare is gonna get $5. Emergency, we do have a savings challenge in here that we are working on by Nessabudgets over on Etsy, and we are going to actually finish it out with $10 this week, which I'm really looking forward to. So $10 in emergency. Christmas this week is going to be getting, we're going to do $10 in Christmas, bump that a little. Oops, that was Christmas, yeah. And then car maintenance is going to be getting $5. All right, so that is all for this binder. I'm doing quick ads. We have $10, $20, $30, $40 for our brown binder. Jumping into our green binder. Costco this week, we're giving it a nice bump like we did last week, and we're gonna put $50 into Costco. I'm trying to bulk this up so I can do a big Costco run when I get back. H Mart today is gonna be getting $10. This one is almost fully funded at $100. Friends this week is gonna be getting $10. Personal spending will be getting, we'll do 10 in personal spending as well. I think we only have 10 to, yeah, we only have 10, so we'll add 10 to there. And then travel is also going to be getting 10. All right. So next up, Hannah envelope. Hannah is going to be getting 10. Clothing, we'll add 5. This is going to be slow growing again. Don't need anything. I got a lot of things for the trip that I'm currently on, so really don't need anything. Gifts has 50. We're going to add 5 to gifts. 30, 40, and thriving is going to get 5. Budgeting items, I'm considering fully funded at 62. We're going to cut it off at 60 unless anything changes, but I'm happy with that. I didn't mean for that to stay. Disney spending, $10, yeah. So Disney spending will get 5, and then tech will get 5. Okay, and that should sum up our budget with me. I know it's pretty much the same week to week. It's nice when we have a little more to work with, like this week. I'm just gonna double check. So we have 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oops. Okay, so we have 310 minus the 40 for our brown binder, 125 for our green binder, 50 for our travel binder, and then 95. And that puts us at 0. So that is great. I'm gonna go ahead and put this aside. And the last thing that we're gonna do today is actually jump into our debt story. And I decided for the month of May, we're starting to do every video that we are filming, we're gonna be doing debt story just to kind of bump it up a little. And so we will go ahead and add the $5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. $5 going back into our bank, and we will go ahead and pull out our prop coins. And all of the dashboards and prop coins are from Steph's on a Budget. This is where the concept came from. She's working on paying off her debt. I am putting it towards my car and hoping to pay that off sooner rather than later. So last week we ended on number 1, so we will go ahead and start on number 1 this week. And how I do this is I roll a die. If it lands on a 1 or 2, it gets 1 card. If it lands on a 3 or 4, it gets 2 cards. And if it lands on a 5 or a 6, it'll get 3 cards. So let's go ahead and kick it off. That was on a 1. And I think last week I skipped number 3, so I'm hoping number 3 gets some love this week. A little love. 4 is gonna get 3. 5 is gonna get 2. 6 is getting 1. 7 is getting 3. We have 2 left, and they're going to number 8. So we will be starting on number 1 again next week. So I'll paperclip it here, and let's jump right in. So our first savings challenge is by Savvy Girl Saves, and it's getting 25 cents. So we get to cross off 1 circle. Each space on all of these are all 25 cents, so they're little micro payments and adding up to an extra debt payment. So we have 50 cents going into challenge number 2, which is this cute shark one by Saving with Sam. So we get to cross off 2 bows, 25 cents and 50 cents. Envelope number 3 got 75 cents, and this is a cute strawberry one, You're the Berry Best by Life with Me Eileen. So we have 75 cents, so we can cross off 3 strawberries. We have 25, 50, and 75 into that one. Next up, challenge number 4 got $1. And so we have 50, 25, 50, 75, and $1. And it looks like it only needed 75 cents to be done. So 25, 50, 75. So we give back that. This one's a cute Busy Bee Saving Money by Saturn's Vault. And they saved us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and $6. So let's go ahead and pull $6 out of our bank. And we'll set that aside. I'm gonna write debt story. And then also $6 on the front. We will stuff that at the end. And let's go ahead and pull in our next Saturn's Vault challenge. Another Saturn's Vault challenge. It's a cute little bear, I think, bear flower. So we're kicking this one off with 25 cents today, and that is one of our spaces. Very cute. All right, next up, challenge number 5 got 50 cents, and we are working on Toria's budgets here. So we get to cross off 2 spaces. And we are close to finishing that one. Next up, challenge number 6 is from Damari Divine Creations, and it got 25 cents. So we get to do 1 space on the pink bow. Challenge number 7, Hello Sunshine, Becca Can Budget. Got 75 cents today, so we get to mark off 3 flowers. We have 25, 50, and 75 for Hello Sunshine and Becca Can Budgets. And last but not least, number 8 got 2 50 centers, so that is $1. And we can do that in 25, 50, 75, and $1. And that was with Overthinking and Budgeting, and it's a cookie. The best is yet to crumb. So that's exciting. We did get to finish one of our challenges today. That I think we finished two last video. So exciting that we got to finish one today as well. So I will go ahead and close this up, set that aside, and then we're gonna go ahead and jump right into our brown binder and get this stuffed. So I have a new car envelope in the back here, and we are going to add in the $6, making our total here 26. I'm gonna pull that. And an extra payment for our debt story this month. There were some at the very beginning of the month that I already deposited and put towards the payment, so this round we have $26. All right, that concludes our budget with me for this week, May week 3. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys back here for our cash stuffing. Have a great one.